Hello everyone, I'm Aaron with Grizzly Wood Services, and I am a big dummy. So here I am talking, recorded about 40 minutes worth of footage, and you guys can't hear a single thing I just said because I didn't realize that if my GoPro is plugged into the power, it's not capturing one bit of sound. So you guys can see in front of me some axe heads, some handles. My plan was to shoot a video of me doing my first attempt at rehandling a couple axe heads. I ended up picking up a couple vintage axe heads off of eBay, and one of you guys was actually kind enough to send me one. However, he wanted to remain anonymous, so I will respect that. First and foremost, I would like to say thank you to Indiana Doug and Killinger for helping me figure out what I'm doing here. You guys are a tremendous help. Indiana Doug helped me figure out some key things to look for on some of these axe heads, and Killinger helped me figure out what tools I'm going to need and shared a couple links with me to assist me in the process here. I'm going to go ahead and post the link in the description that Killinger gave me as far as what tools I might need. He's got a nice video on his axe maintenance kit, or at least the tools he put together for one, and hopefully you guys enjoy that as well. So I've got 3 double bits on my bench here. This first rusty one, it's a Plumb. This one's taken quite a bit of work to clean up. Got a little bit of rust on the inside of the eye that I'm still working on getting off. The second one here is a really nice Collins. It's not pitted real bad, and there's no heavy rust on it. Even the eye is clean. I'm probably going to leave that one the way it is and just reprofile the edge. And then I've got a Craftsman here. I haven't weighed any of them, but I believe this is the heaviest out of all of them. And then I've got a nice Boy Scout hatchet. This one's got the fleur-de-lis on there. It's a Plumb. Myself, my brother are Eagle Scouts, and I'm probably going to put that one together for him. So I got a selection of different handles. This first one here is just a straight handle. I believe it's a 14-inch that I picked up from Killinger. I've actually got 2 of these. I'm going to use one on the Boy Scout hatchet that's sitting there, and then the other I picked up I believe it's a Stanley Handyman hatchet for roofers. The wooden shingle one's got a hammer on one end and the axe head on the other. I don't have that head down here working on it. I'm probably just going to file out the rust spots in the eye and just half that one. No other work needed on that short of reprofiling. So Indiana Doug sent me a link for a company that does a lot of different axe handles. I've got 2 different ones here that I picked up. I would have ordered from Killinger, but he's out of longer handles right now. These are both straight handles for the double bits. The shorter one is a 30-inch, and that's the oval profile. And the white one, the longer one's 36-inch, and that's, I believe it's an octagonal. I'm thinking I'm going to put the Craftsman head on that octagonal, and then the Plumb head on the 30-inch. So for these handles, when I was looking at them, there was an option to get them without lacquer as well as have a hand select. I believe it's like an extra $1 per option in terms of getting hand selected and without lacquer. Refinishing that Prandy, I found that I did not like the lacquer on there. I've known that previously, but it's a lot of work to redo that. And if I'm getting them, I might as well save myself the work there. Now, I've never rehafted before, and these things, even with the hand selected, they only ran about I want to say $12 or $13 a piece, and the shipping was relatively cheap too. So I mean, if you're going to learn, you might as well learn on something less expensive. And then if you don't like the job you did, or you don't like the quality of the wood, you can always go back later and get you something nice and do a really nice job at that. Now I ended up picking up a few other heads too that I'm going to need handles for, and I can tell you, just based off the price and what I got for that, I will be ordering from them again. The grain orientation's good on there. So right here, this I believe is the plum. The plum had a little bit of a flat spot in it, which I ended up taking out with a file, and you might be able to see some of that. Where I was actually filing part of it out already. Just look for the shiny spot at the top here, on the back side of the eye. So here I went and got myself some penetrating oil, rust remover. I ended up shooting the head on this, but in retrospect, it really didn't work that good. Later on, I ended up just going to the hardware store, getting some vinegar and a bucket, and doing it that way. So you guys can try it, but I wouldn't recommend it. I personally think it was a complete waste of time to spray this stuff on there, and my wife is still complaining about the smell a couple days later. So the inside of the eye on this plum actually has quite a bit of rust on it. So here you can see me taking a round file. It's actually a little bit larger round file that I've got. I believe it's a 10-inch. That file actually has a little bit of a taper on there, so you can actually get down and try and scrub the inside of that out pretty good with some rust. It did all right, but I ended up still having to soak the head later on in vinegar. So if you take a peek in this eye, you can see there's a fair amount of stuff knocked out of there. It's a lot brighter now, but there's still quite a bit of heavy rust inside of there, which I do a lot of work on later, getting the rest of that out.